Hey everyone, here's just a few clips from some presentations I've been delivering virtually from my home office during the last year and a half. It's great to see you virtually. I have my You're on Mute coffee mug, so I'm all ready to go. And you know, I would love, as I know you would too, to be able to meet in person where we could hug and high-five each other and shake hands. But let's be grateful. Let's take a moment to appreciate that we live in the age of the Jetsons, and we have this incredible technology that is still going to allow us to meet in an incredibly cool, fun, interactive way. So on a scale of 9 to 10, how is everybody doing this morning? Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I want everybody to put how they are doing using decimal points in the chat box. So every single survey that my company has done shows that these are the top 5 places people say they come up with their creative light bulb moments, is driving, in the shower, exercising, in bed, or in the washroom. Guess what never shows up in any of the surveys? Work. Evidently, work is where ideas go to die. So a dirt simple framework you can use to get some good intel to improve your Zoom meetings is to simply ask this question. What drives you batty about what people do on Zoom? And what do you love about what people do on Zoom? And it doesn't have to be complicated. This organization totally turned its culture around in just over a year, simply by asking every single employee 3 simple questions. So everybody talks about their values, and you get your team together every now and then, you hold hands and you maybe sing We Are the World, and you bask in the glow of your values on the nice poster with the puppies and the rainbow. But here's what I want to challenge you with. Actions speak louder than words, and talk is cheap. What are you doing to turn those values into action, to live them in an outrageously loud way? After all, who's going to disagree with any of your values? Who's going to disagree with a value like teamwork? Who amongst you, when you applied for a job in your company, said during the job interview, I want you to know I'm not a team player? I love the great energy, the ideas, the humor that I'm seeing in the chat box. Thank you so much for participating. That is just awesome. I'm going to launch another poll now, and I'm going to give away some valuable door prizes with this poll. So put your thinking hats on. I'm going to turn on the poll music again. So let's go. Honestly, I think you need to put up a sign saying, stop providing good customer service. Because good customer service isn't good enough. You need to either do something different than your competitors, or you need to exceed those basic expectations of good customer service. And they have this fabulous mantra that I think everybody should embrace. Work is hard enough as it is without making it any harder. As you'll see in the slides I'm about to show you, people had no problem keeping their sense of humor throughout all this. One of the most important things you and your team have to do when you're working remotely is to just set some communication guidelines. Is text okay? Is it okay if I email you on a weekend? And should I expect a response if it comes in Sunday afternoon from my boss? So set those guidelines. How do people prefer to be communicated by? What tool do they prefer? Email, text, phone, Zoom meeting, interpretive dance? Can I send my message via interpretive dance? So come up with some guidelines. Make them fun, but make it clear so people understand what the expectations are. And let's face it, life is way too short to work in a soul-sucking, fun-sucking, Dilbert-like workplace where you just want to be voted off the island every day. So let's talk about some simple, effective things everyone can do to contribute to a more rocking workplace culture that drives outrageous results.